Hello everyone, welcome to day 309 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. And here we're starting with the white pieces, so I'll go for e4. And we get e5, so this time I'll play knight to c3 and try to play for Vienna game with f4. They play d6. I think I still just play f4 here. They take. Well, now I can expand in the center like this. They do have a check with their queen, which I have to be careful about, so I'll probably just develop my knight here. Stop any kind of check. If they want to pin me, I'm fine with that. Knight f3 is always very important to stop these checks. If they remove my knight, I'm fine with that. I can kick the bishop away, and then if they take, I just recapture. I do think taking the center here might be good. If they check me, then I just take. And they take and I take, so there's no check for them. Just play d4 here, have a strong center. They go ahead and push, but they're not really attacking anything. If I take with my bishop and they take, I just take. I just develop here. Here I think pushing e5 is best. And kick the knight away. They go ahead and attack my bishop. If I just drop back, I think that's okay. Then if they check me, I can always go back. Bishop here, if they take, I take. And I don't like how my structure's damaged, so I just slide back here. One square. I can play h3 and force the bishop to take. And then try to castle. That seems okay. They just develop the bishop. I think I'll go for h3 here. If the bishop leaves, I'm happy with that. They actually give me a check, which is annoying. I could go back. I can't take with the knight because I lose my queen. I can't push because they just take. If I go back, it does stop my king from being able to castle. So I will block. And then I'll try to remove their bishop. Both their bishops are hanging. If they take this one, I guess that's very annoying for my king, but otherwise it's okay. I am controlling the center. Right now I'm threatening to just take the light squared bishop and then open up my rook. So they give it up, which makes sense. Now if I go here, I'm just attacking the knight. And the knight has to leave. Also the bishop's hanging. Well, not really hanging, but the knight is hanging, so they have to go back. If I jump forward, I'm not really threatening the check. If I push, I think g4. G4, the knight goes back. And then if I take, the queen just takes. G4, the knight doesn't have anywhere almost to go except for backwards. I do like G3, although it's very weakening. I think I could long castle here. And just get my king to safety. If I jump forward, I guess then I'm threatening to take the bishop. And if they take with the check, I just move, and then I'm threatening a fork. Jumping forward seems okay. But I think first for that I need to just long castle here. Then I can play this knight move. This knight move looks very strong. They give me a check, but I just block here. I literally just block. If they want to go back, I'm fine with that. If they go back, I just develop my knight. So now I guess if I take and they take, I have to move, and they have this move. But if I play here first, if I play also here, and the knight has to move, I think I have to remove this bishop. Even though it comes with check, I just move. If they take a pawn, I think I'm doing okay. I can pin the knight also to the king. I think it's the best move. I'm threatening to push d5. Could slide my king over, then I'm attacking. If I take, they have to weaken the structure. Don't have to take now. I could pin this pawn to the king. And maybe I'm threatening to stop pushing here. I think my position is much better. If I play king b1, I remove any kind of tempo on my king. The knight's not pinned anymore. I think king b1 is fine. They go back to pressure a pawn. But after I push, that move doesn't really work. I can also just remove the knight and then push here. Yeah, I think removing the knight here is the best choice. If they recapture, I can push. Or I can push here, and if they take, I take with tempo on the queen. If they take, I take, and I open up an attack on the queen. They're allowing my bishop in now. I mean, if I take, they just take, and they're fine. If I play here, probably should come in with my bishop. I feel like they're just allowing me to come in with my knight, which could be very dangerous for them. I think I just double my rook here. Blocking with the knight is a good move, but I'm just going to keep adding pressure onto them. And yeah, if I can get my knight here, I'm actually threatening a massive attack on their king. Queen up. That just makes it more dangerous for me to jump in now, because I threaten a fork on the queen. Well, they take a pawn, but now I can open up an attack on the queen with this. Even better though, I think I have a check. And their bishop has to take, because if not, then they lose. And yeah, this looks almost over. The bishop must take, otherwise they lose their queen. And once it does, I'm just threatening mate. Well, that's a nice move attacking my queen. I don't have a sacrifice or anything. I could take and tempo their queen. I can also go back and try and forcefully remove the knight. Yeah, this is very annoying. Now if I go back here, they can probably push. I could go back and just take the rook. I could also take here, which seems good. If they move their rook, then I just move my queen. Obviously I'm threatening g4. I don't see how they stop g4. They can temper my queen. I just probably slide back. I have to be careful, I don't have many squares here. I'd love to stay on this diagonal, although I can't. If I play here, I think this is the safest option. And I'm threatening g4 and just trying to come in on the diagonal. This is weak. Yeah, queen c3 I'm threatening to push. After g4 obviously. Rook up is a nice move, which stops me from ever doing much, but g4 still has to be the right option. Now here I'm threatening to push and just completely win. I think yeah, the right move is definitely here. And then I'm threatening d5. d5 which hits the rook and hits mate. And also strikes at the queen. They can push, I still probably play d5. If not, I have this move. They have opened up their queen, I do have this now. And if they take, I just take, because if the queen takes, I have mate. If I remove the knight and the queen takes, could threaten a check, winning the queen. Yeah, I wish I had a check with my queen, but I don't because they can just take. And if I slide up, I think doubling my rooks is the best choice. If they take, I just double up. They take. If I take and the rook takes, I mean I'll still double up here. Because if I take and the rook takes and they take and the queen takes, okay, that's a nice move. I was about to say. Now here if I play like this, trying for a check, they're defending very well. I was going to say if I take and I remove the queen, then that's mid. But I can still play for something like this. I do weaken my king, but I think it's the right move. That's already protected, I can protect it again. They take. Obviously I have to take like this. And queen over is a good move. If I take, I mean, if I only manage to distract the queen from the knight, then I'd be winning. If I play here, there's check, so I have to be careful. If I play here, I mean, if I play here, the queen can't take because of mate, so. Now I'm just inviting them to come in though. Rook back. I'd love to sacrifice a rook, I just can't though. Knight moves attacking my rook. They're just playing very well. If I slide all the way over here, keep everything protected. But then they push here. And I'm the one that's in trouble now. Obviously my queen can come in and try to threaten mate. I think queen in is the best move and the rook. The knight has to move, sir. Then I have checks. And they stop me from checking them. My plan is still to... Yeah, I can't take because then the knight takes. I can't double up on the piece. They probably have this move. But they don't because I take. Queen up to defend. And if I take... So let's see, so if I take and the knight takes, I can take the rook. If I take and the queen takes, there's nothing there. If I take, the knight takes, I have rook takes. And if the queen takes, I'm just winning. So yeah, I just take the rook. I'm threatening mate. So they have to take my rook. But yeah, I just have this. And that's essentially checkmate. And also I pick up their queen. And then also I have bishop check. Knight takes, I take. Yeah, bishop check, knight takes, I take. Good game. After a long game, I finally get the win. I think I was actually doing much worse at some point in this endgame. So how I think it went was the opening was good from both sides. Then I was doing much better with my bishop on h6 and putting so much pressure on them. But then I allowed them too much counterplay, but I still get the win here. Let's just look at this game. I played at a 68.7, they played at a 62.0. I made 7 mistakes and they made 6, so this was a mistake heavy game. They also blundered at the end though, with their knight move. And like I said, I was doing much better, but then I allowed them way too much counterplay. But I still managed to get the win, so this was all good. Queen up's the best move here. Can't really protect this, unless they waste time. This bishop move's not so good. I just take the center, and I take the pawn. Bishop back is best. Actually, king up was just best, because I'm still attacking the bishop. We simply trade. Now g3 was the best move. The bishop has to move. Then I can develop mine. That's a mistake. If I play this, I guess I'm trying for g4, or also trying to just put my bishop here. They allow my bishop come into h6 and I'm doing much better. They blocked the attack. I should have taken the free pawn here, but it's okay. I'm still winning. Knight in. I'm just threatening to win the queen here. That's why I do. And I felt like... So the best move here was to take with the pawn, attacking the queen. I did think about this. And queen takes d1. They have to give up their queen as the best move. They have to just give their queen. Because if they don't give their queen, after I take here, let's say they just go back. Yeah, they just lost. The game is over. They can play here. Then I play just queen g5. I'm completely winning. This was a mistake. I had to play queen g5 like I said. Then I'm threatening g4. Yeah, I'm allowing them way too much counterplay here. Here if I just push, I'm winning. They can't really take. Or if I push, if they take, then I just take. And they can't push through, so I guess that's good for me. This was a mistake. I felt like this was a good move, but they just push through. And even though I'm pushing here, they just slide over. And I actually had to take the knight here. And if queen takes g7, I have queen f3, and I'm doing okay. Doubling was actually a mistake. And this was an even bigger mistake. I opened up my king way too much here. This was very overly aggressive. This is a mistake. Queen over is good, but I just go back. Actually, rook a1 here was best. That's a mistake, which allows me to take. I don't know why I'm supposed to trade here. It just feels like that move loses advantage. Rook d4. But I'm still doing much worse. The knight comes forward. Rook h4 is the best. They push. My queen comes in. And this is the part where they start making mistakes. So they defend their knight with their rook, but this is very weak because I can just attack the knight again. And this is a massive error from them. It's a massive error because now as I've calculated, if I take and the knight takes, I pick up the rook and I'm threatening mate, and the queen would have to sacrifice itself. So I win the pawn. And this is a blunder because I just take the rook like this. So they blundered completely here with knight takes. I take the rook with tempo on the queen. And I'm threatening checkmate. And they blunder again. They had to give their queen, like I said. And I'd be completely winning here. I'm just threatening mate. Actually, just mate in 9 here. After knight to h5. All I do is give queen e6 check. Pick up some pawns. I can even promote. So yeah, I'm completely winning once this happens. And here they even missed that I have queen f1, queen s7 check. Which actually just wins the game. And that's a fantastic win. Very happy with this game. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.